Hello, hello, beautiful souls. I am so grateful and honored to have you here with me today and to share this sacred time and space with you on this blessed and powerful full moon eclipse and all of the energy that is coming through for us right now within this portal energy. So I do have a lot of notes to keep me on track because there was a lot of energy themes that I kept receiving spiritually. And as an intuitive, I am very deeply connected to the cosmic energy and the way that influences our daily life and the themes and things that we're navigating and showing up individually, but also on a collective level. So these themes are going to be a little bit more general for the collective. So I invite you to explore the resonance in each of the things that I share and each of the themes that are coming up, and allow yourself to have some reflection on what this means to you, what this is looking like for you in your own personal life experience and circumstances, and take what resonates the most, release whatever does not. And if there's anything particular that you might be navigating that you feel called to share, you can share that in the comments or send me a personal message and let me know how all of this kind of lands for you. So I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got like 6 themes to go through with you all. So might be here for a little bit. And the replay will be available afterwards if you're not here with me live. So the first thing that I want you to know about this energy and this eclipse full moon is that this is one of the most intense energies that we're going to be feeling throughout this year of 2023. So we are in the sign of Scorpio, astrologically the sign of Scorpio, which is a water element. It is of the emotional body. It is of the deep psyche and those shadow aspects. So when I say shadow aspects, I mean the things that are underneath the surface, the things that are not yet in the light, but are coming up to be in the light, to be released, to be shed, to be purged, to be reworked or rerouted, to be cleared or released, or just shifted in the patterns that are meant to be reworked, and the cycles that are ready to be cleared and elevated out of, where you're ascending out of these old cycles and old patterns. So the last on my list here probably will not go in order, since that's just how it's rolling right now. I always just go with the flow. So if you've never joined me live before, I have plans and notes, but Spirit will tell me what to say when I need to say it. So the first thing that's wanting to be shared with you is about the soul contracts and karmic endings and old soul agreements. So we each come into this lifetime with our own soul blueprint, our own soul contracts, agreements, karmic lessons, and cycles and patterns that we are here to learn and grow and evolve from. And that's going to be unique to the individual, to the unique, your own circumstances. But what is showing up around these right now is this energy of your empowerment and your sovereignty. So being in wholeness within yourself, and whatever soul contracts, soul agreements, and karmic lessons that you came in with surrounding your personal power are going to be heightened right now in this portal energy. The other thing that is showing up around that, so relationship dynamics that are no longer working for you, or relationships that have caused you pain, manipulation, control, trauma, things like that, they're starting to shed. They're starting to fall away. But I also want you to know that you also have free will, and your free will is strong. So if you are allowing this pattern to continue, if you are allowing this cycle to continue, it's also really important for you to consciously choose and internally, energetically decide and command that this be closed, this be completed, this be done. So the cosmic energy is supporting you in this to close these doors, these patterns, these dynamics, these circumstances, these power struggles. And also, you get to empower yourself in that decision and that commandment of, I am no longer allowing this way of being. I'm no longer allowing this behavior. I am no longer allowing myself to play in these spaces or play in these energies or play in these dynamics. I am choosing to remove myself. I have learned the lessons. I am ready to close the contracts. The agreements are now null and void, and we are moving forward without this distorted energy, without these power vampires. So the next theme that I want to talk to you about is the power vampires. Okay, so what I mean by that is there are some people that may come into your life or come into your world. There may be some funky dynamics that are unhealthy or toxic for you that create this energy that I've been given called a power vampire. So whenever they interact with you or interact with your field, they are sucking the life force energy out of you. They are taking or trying to take what is yours, your divine power, your divine right. They are trying to feed on the goodness that you are, the power that you hold, the light that you radiate and that you have. Hey, John. That would be a cool band name. Yeah, Power Vampires. Maybe with a positive intention behind it. So anyway, so there are these people that come into your life that are sucking your life force, that are attaching themselves to you and allowing you to take your power, right? And you can feel fatigued from that. You can feel drained. You can feel like, oh man, I just can't get my energy on board. I'm not feeling vital. I'm not feeling focused or clear. And these people in your world or these circumstances that you've entered, these power vampires, are literally like they're using your energy for them to gain personal power. They're using your energy to gain personal strength. They're using your energy to basically, feed and build themselves up. And you're the one that's suffering from that. So the question that I have for you around this scenario to explore in your own life and dynamics, what are you loyal to? Like, are you going to be loyal to this person, experience, or circumstance that is sucking you dry? Or are you going to choose to remove yourself and release that energy and release that attachment and release those cords and release those power vampires from your fields and from your system so that you can step into your own energy more fully, that vitality, that life force that wants to move through you, that power source that you already are innately and that you hold. And where do you need to be more aware of these dynamics of the power vampires in your world? So going back to that question, what are you allowing, right? What are you allowing? What are you allowing into your field? What are you allowing into your environment? What are you allowing in your interactions and in your dynamics? And where is there power vampires that you get to shut off, like turn the light switch off, right? Like, oh, nope, we're not playing in that field anymore. Nope, we are just going to shut down this power source, and I am going to allow myself to fuel my own internal power and receive that new renewed vitality. Because what happens is you're going to get drained over and over and over again. You're going to feel funky and wonky, and you've got to shut that shit down. Be more loyal to yourself. Be more loyal to your soul. Be more loyal to your light. Be more loyal to your own power source. And strengthening yourself energetically, cleansing and clearing your fields, and activating into a more whole state of awareness and being, so that these external circumstances will no longer throw you off your axis and can no longer feed on your light. Okay, so just went on a bit of a rant there, but those are really major themes for this portal that we're in right now. The next thing is major energy around detachment, unattaching, detaching, letting go, letting God, deeper trust, and finding security within yourself. Because we attach to people, places, things, ideas, dreams, circumstances, physical, material things. We attach ourselves to all types of things, right? And we do that because it gives us a sense of security, or it gives us a sense of feeling safe, or it gives us this internal comfort in some type of way, right? And also, these things that we are creating attachments internally, and this false sense of security is really not allowing us to thrive in this new era, in this new frequency that we're all tuning into now, because the earth is raising in vibration, raising in frequency, raising in light, and we are shifting into more of a harmony of the physical and the non-physical aspects of our world. The biggest challenge for us as humans who live in a material world is unattaching to those physical things, unattaching to a false sense of security, right? Unattaching to those people, places, circumstances, dynamics, whatever it is, that feel safe to you. And learning through that, okay, I'm going to unattach myself, I'm going to release, I'm going to trust, I'm going to know that I am divinely protected, supported, guided, and I can find and feel an internal sense of security within me through that divine connection, in whatever way, shape, or form that looks for you, right? Your higher power, your gods, your team, your source, goddesses, angels, spirit guides, spirit beings, animals, all, whatever it is that you believe in, whatever in the spiritual realm that you connect to and that you resonate with. Bringing that connection will support you in unattaching to anything else that is outside of yourself, and creating connection with what is true internally within you. So unattachment is a huge theme. Detachment is a huge theme for this energy portal. So as the Buddhist teaching goes, all suffering is because of attachment. When we attach to things, it creates suffering. So when we can unattach, we relieve ourselves of suffering. We relieve ourselves of that pain. We relieve ourselves of those things that are not serving our highest good. And it's much easier said than done. This is a practice, right? It's a practice. But whatever is showing up for you right now is showing you the areas for you personally where you've got to unattach and center into that internal sense of safety, security, and connection. had some notes on this that I want to write. Oh, yes. Okay, that I want to read. They're already written. I don't want to write them again. Okay, so around this, more guidance around this. New ways of accessing your inner sense of security through your soul essence and identity. And unattaching to the doing of things or the identities around what you've always done, and connecting to who you are, who you be, the character traits and unique aspects of you, who you are at the core of your being, and not attached to any conditions. Okay, so this is going to be another area where you can access this personal sense of security by looking at your own unique traits, your own unique abilities, your own unique characteristics, the things that make you you internally, right? The things that you love, the things that you enjoy, the things that bring you lightness, the things that feel playful and fun or curious, the things that you do. You know, I love using this as a reference point. Like, if you were on vacation, what would you be enjoying? Right? When you're out of the daily physical, you know, grind or whatever it is, your normal habitat, your normal habits, what is it that you get excited about? What is it that brings you joy? What is it that, oh, yay, enjoy the pool, John, and say hello to little Everett. Love you all. Okay. So, oh, I'm so glad you were here. So, okay, what was I saying? Okay, so unattaching to the identity, right? So when you're out and about and enjoying your life, what is it how do you feel? And not necessarily what you're doing, but how do you feel in that experience? What is bringing you that lightness? What is bringing you that joy? What is bringing you that sense of play and fun and ease? And those are the things, you know, those are the feelings at the core of your being. That's who you are, right? Are you a dedicated person? Are you a committed person? Are you a reliable person? Are you trustworthy? Are you honest? Are you passionate? Are you purposeful? Are you loving? Are you nurturing? Are you caring? Are you X, Y, and Z, right? What are some of your natural and innate and unique qualities and the essence of you? Okay? So when you can pull yourself into those things, the essence of who you are and that core who you be, let that create an inner sense of power and security for you so that you can unattach to any external circumstances, people, places, conditions, whatever is showing up, and you can welcome in this inner sense of security. And on the other side of that, to bridge into my next point, is when you can access this internal state of power in a detached energy from the external world circumstances or conditions, you then can activate a deeper sense of self-love and a deeper sense of self-acceptance. Even the challenging aspects of you, right? We all have shadow and we all have light as part of who we are in harmony, right? We all have parts of us that we're here to grow through and work on and enhance and evolve, right? Through. Those are usually the shadow aspects. And also we can grow through our light aspects as well, but only when we can see them, love them, accept them, and harness their power to fuel our inner love and to fuel our inner acceptance, right? So what are those unique things to you? Can you allow yourself to look at any perceived flaws or challenges or things that you just keep running into, can you look at those and say, wow, that is for me, that is happening for me. This is for my evolution and my growth, and I can love and hold compassion for those challenges just as much as I can my divine light aspects too. Loving, accepting the wholeness of you, right? So one of the things that I've had to accept even deeper more recently is this aspect of me that is very deep and goes deep and sees expansively, and also my unique psychic and intuitive abilities and the way that I personally channel information and receive and give and offer. And I've had a lot of resistance around that over the last few months of, just coming into this new level of fine-tuning and coming into this new identity within myself and my unique traits even more deeply, and accepting those parts of me that I felt weird, or I felt different, or I felt like I don't belong, or people don't understand me, or they don't get what I'm saying, or whatever the fuck the stories have been, And I've had to look at those things and say, oh wow, these are God-given aspects of me. And these are my unique gifts and my unique talents and natural abilities. And I've got to accept these things. I've got to love these things about me instead of thinking this is a curse, or this is a challenge, or this is a problem, and just embracing these aspects more. So what within you is requiring a deeper sense of love and a deeper sense of acceptance? Those challenging aspects need your love and compassion just as much as the radiant, easy, natural, flourishing aspects of you too. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, so one thing that I wrote here, which is connected to unattaching to the material world, is self-love and compassion. It's not about just getting your nails done and your hair done and like looking all fine, right? Like, I appreciate those aspects of self-care. I appreciate those aspects of beauty. I appreciate those aspects of looking good because it makes me feel good and all of that, right? Those are definitely things as humans that we focus on and we think about. And this energy that we're in right now is also bringing to light that if you look good on the outside and you're forgetting about how you feel on the inside, what is the fucking point? You can't throw makeup on and still hate yourself. I'm going to say that again. You can't throw makeup on and still hate yourself. You can't go get your nails done and then critique and berate yourself. That's not self-love. That's not self-love. You can go and have those same experiences and feel beautiful from the inside. You can go and do those things. Get your hair done. I got my hair done yesterday, right? You can go and do those things, but it's not going to make you feel better until you love who you are. So, unattaching to the false sense of beauty and connecting to the internal sense of beauty, and how important that truly is for the quality and enrichment of your overall life. It's not all glitz and glamour. People that look good and spend all of this, invest all this time, energy, money, resources, whatever it is, to look a certain way or show you a pretty picture or focus only on the external beauty, does not equal self-love, acceptance, and compassion. You get to have both though. You can still be a human in the beauty realms and do the things that make you look good, feel good, luxurious, whatever. But you've also got to harmonize on the internal plane as well. So that's an area that's been very out of harmony within our society. It's all about the show and not about the feel. And we've got to create more harmony. I'm being called to do a figure 8 right now. We are bringing this harmony back into how we look and how we feel and how we look, and how important that is for our physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, financial health and wellness and quality of our life. So allow yourself to get honest, get real, look at those shadow aspects. If you're, slapping on the makeup and still hating on yourself, maybe explore what is under that, because you have the capacity to love. You are born of love. You are pure love at the core of your essence, at the core of your soul and your spirit. We are all individual expressions of the one creator source, and however that looks for you is going to be different. So you get to explore your own unique traits and abilities and qualities that will allow you to access that within you and for you. Okay, that was a whole rant. The love creates harmony and personal power. And that also bleeds out, this is what I wrote, that also bleeds out into the acceptance and love of others, right? We are on this journey to be in relationship, in community, connecting with other people, and flourishing and thriving within ourselves and in our external world, right? This is always and. It's this and that. It's me and you. It's me and we, But it starts from the me. It starts from you. It starts from inside of you. And so you've got to allow yourself to access these parts of you, this love, this acceptance, so that you can then radiate in compassion, so that you can then radiate that out into other people. So then you can radiate that out and be that light, that radiance for other people. It will bleed out into everyone around you. And if you are stuck in that cycle of self-criticism and attaching to unhealthy behaviors or self-talk or things that are overly critical or negative and undesired, and you're stuck in that space, you're going to bleed that out on others too. And it takes a conscious choice to be like, I'm not going to be that person. That's not who I truly deeply am inside. Who I truly deeply am inside is this, this, and this. So when you can see those shadow aspects, those undesired traits or those undesired aspects or things that are showing up, that's also showing you and illuminating to you where the work needs to be facilitated, right? That's where you get to focus on doing that internal work to shift and elevate, cleanse, clear those patterns within yourself. All right, let me look at my notes here real quick. Talked about that. Okay, the last thing that I want to share, what's being revealed to you, releasing what you think you know so that you can open your heart and feel through. So when it comes to unattaching to these external aspects and creating that internal connection, that internal safety, that grounding in of who you are and the love and the acceptance and the beauty and all the things internally within you that are available. It's just about accessing them and tuning into them and working with yourself to create those connections, right? And what will happen is you will start to release what you think you know, because then it brings you back into the heart and it brings you into the body. And the heart is your compass, the opening the heart and feeling through things, right? I started this conversation talking about Scorpio energy and how that is the water element, how that's the emotional element, how it's deep, the deep waters of the soul. So when you can release what you think you know and unattach to what you think you know, when you can decide, I'm going to open my mind more to new perspectives. I'm going to open my heart more to a new direction. I'm going to allow my heart to reveal its highest divine path. And I'm going to feel my way there. I'm going to feel my way through instead of thinking it through. There is so much more information available to you and wisdom and guidance available to you out of the mind and into the heart and into the spirit of you, that soul of you that is walking you towards your highest divine path and destiny. But if you stay stuck up in the mind and attached up in here, you're not going to be able to hear that guidance and that message and those GPS signals as clearly. I'm going to reroute. I've been there many times, and most recently I felt like I was rerouting over and over and over again. I wasn't feeling the mixed signals. I was feeling mixed signals. I wasn't feeling the clear signals. So another thing that I want to share about this is when you have a lot of emotional density and undesired emotion that is being stuck or harbored in your field, in your physical body, where it's held in your tissues, in your cells, in your bones, in your blood, in your muscles, in the physical aspects of you. Our bodies hold emotion. And when you are suffocating that, when you are suppressing that, when you are holding on to it and you are not allowing those emotions to be purged, released, processed, digest, move through your system, they're going to get stuck and they're going to create undesired patterns. And so that can also cause mixed signals for you. And what happens is the energy gets fragmented in your system. So you are always connected to the divine. You can't not be. And you're just not getting the clear signals, right? There's mixed messages because there's mixed stuff, debris in your field. So it's not coming in clearly. It's like a foggy radio station. You're going between this station and this station, and between them is foggy, and between them is static, and you can kind of hear this song and you can kind of hear this song, but you can't really hear either of them very clearly, and it's messy, right? So if you find yourself in that state of fuzzy or confused or mixed signals or not getting clear heart guidance, you've got to filter out the emotional debris that is stuck in your field. Okay? You can do breathwork practices to move that energy through. Let yourself cry, let yourself scream, get mad, get sad, get frustrated, get whatever the emotional energy that needs to go, whatever is hanging out in the shadows, like those, they have to flow. They have to be moved. They have to be released. And so as an energy worker, and that is one of the things that I facilitate with my clients. I also help them to do those things and then learn how to do that more for themselves in their own way, because the way that we each do that is going to be different, right? So that's another thing that you're going to need to feel and lose the mind, right? I'm not thinking my way there. I'm letting go of what I think that I know, and I'm stepping into this heart space that is going to lead me and guide me forward. And so if you're getting mixed signals or things are not clear, you've got to do the clearing work in order to get clear, right? And that's going to look different for everybody. There's no, definitive timeline here. Everybody's on their own path. So you've got to honor that part of your journey as well. But letting yourself let go of the mind is so important. And unattaching, again, that theme of unattachment, unattaching to what you think you know, so that you can ride these cosmic waves with more ease and let things move through you with more ease and connect deeper to that sense of inner security within you, that love within you, and that acceptance within you. Okay, is there anything else that I have to share with you? That was a whole lot. Okay, the next and last thing, this is just quickly. May and June are bridge months. So the month of May and the month of June are acting like a bridge. What I've been receiving is like from the old into the new. So there's going to be a whole new energy wave that comes in the beginning of July, cosmically, that we are all influenced by. So they're not giving me any additional information on that just yet, but it is something that I want you to just be aware of the period of time that we're in right now. Is we're in this bridge of the old into the new. So May and June are going to be that space between, if you will. So enjoy that space between, enjoy all of these messages and the energy within. I would love to know what is resonating with you most, what lands with you most, what served you most. And if there's anything else that I can support you with right now, send me a message. Let's connect. I do have individual experiences available for you and a whole bunch of other resources to support you as well. So let's connect. I love you. It was beautiful to spend this sacred time with you today and to offer you all that was here. So I love you, and I look forward to our next divine encounter soon. Mwah.